Yes, Snoop. Yes, Snoop. Yes. Absolutely. Look, y'all, I wanted to get on here. I gotta make this word. I gotta make this word because I love y'all. Oh, my mom. I gotta make this word just because I love y'all. Because, see, this is the thing. God laid it on my heart. He said you need to go live with this. Yes. 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 She done learn how to say that, y'all. She ain't gonna stop. I ain't gonna lie. But listen, y'all. Faith. A lot of people, y'all need to understand the freedom of faith. The freedom of faith and what faith looks like and how to walk in faith. I'm trying to set y'all free, y'all. I'm trying to help y'all be set free because you deserve at least that while you're here. Like, seriously. Snoop. So, listen. First and foremost, we gonna cover... All right, I think I got a dream I got to cover too. Y'all remind me, I got to cover that at the end. I got to cover that at the end. But first and foremost, what it looks like to walk by faith and how to do this. So what you do is this. I'm about to make this real short and simple, y'all. It ain't even gonna be long. What you do is this. You say, okay, I'm not going to control this thing. First and foremost, I'm going to tell you what to do first. Actually, I skipped a step. Now, this is freestyle, y'all. This is not rehearsed or anything. So, look. What you do first is you pinpoint what is it that God has chosen or spoken to you about numerous of times. Yes, yes. I know that. You pinpoint what has he spoken to you about. And this is how you figure out what he's called you to. You may have seen like a numerous of like dreams that of you doing a specific thing, or you may have something that that people has always like just naturally acknowledged you for. And this is something that you didn't even have to teach yourself how to do. You just know how to do it. That is called a gift from God. That is what you pursue. That is what you follow. That is what you pour into. That's what you place your hope in. That's what you have faith in God with. You trust God with the gifts he's given you. How do we know this? Because in his word, he tells us how he gives us gifts and talents and etc. And we're supposed to go out and use those things, right? And he's saying, if you don't use them, weeping and gnashing of teeth. That's what he say, okay? So listen, though. That's how you find what you pursue. Now, how do you walk in faith for God? Like, how do you walk in faith and allow God to work in that area? Is you walk in obedience, right? You walk in obedience. You choose righteousness. You even ask God to help you with your righteousness. In whatever area that you are not delivered from, but you are like asking God, like, I want to get out of this. I don't know how to get out of this. What do I do? It's holding me back. I feel hostage. I can't prosper. My light is dying. It's so many things that you will feel. Ari, can you please not? Can you please? Oh my God. Y'all, she will literally, hey girl, she will literally pour all the windshield wiper stuff out. She literally, ever since she found out, she doing it now. Ever since she found out how to do that, she just have not stopped. But y'all, so this is the thing. You choose your righteousness, right? You ask God to help you with the battles that you're having. Trust me. I know how a lot of people who are walking in God, they will not be able to necessarily pinpoint, like, okay, how do I know if I got a reprobate mind? How do I know if God has turned his back against me? And how do I get out of this? I've been there. I've been there. And trust me, I was drowning. I did not know. I did not know how to stop drowning. I was like, okay, I know that this is wrong, but I don't really feel a heavy conviction to stop. And honestly, I don't even think it takes conviction to make a person stop. Because conviction is not enough. That's almost like, and I know that sounds crazy, but just wait where I'm going, because that's almost like, for example, I don't go out and not harm people because the law tells me not to harm people. Like, that's not my only reason. That's like one of the small reasons on why I don't. The reason why I don't is because it's like, I don't find it as a good enough reason. Like, that sacrifice for me to go out and try to harm somebody, it's not a good enough reason for me to give up the life I have. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same way kind of with sin. It's like, you will grow to a point where you be like, okay, I really do just love God more than this. And you'll find more enjoyment within God the more you realize that what you thought you enjoyed wasn't really bringing you the enjoyment you thought it was bringing you. It's almost like liquor. See, sin is like an alcoholic. They think that the alcohol is helping, but really, it's destroying them, basically. Snoop. She think I got lashes on. When I be having lashes on, she always pull my lashes off. So that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to pull off my lashes, but I don't got no lashes on right now. But either way it goes.
Mom.
So
Mom.
this is the other thing, right? You choose God, you start walking in righteousness and etc. Yes. 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 Yes, Snoop. Yes, Snoop. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Have at it. 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 Okay, so now you choose God, you start walking in righteousness and etc. Right? Now, I'm not gonna lie, walking in righteousness does bring favor to your life. Like, some people don't realize that God does reign on the just and the unjust, meaning that he do bless all people. It don't matter what state of life they're in. He bless all people. He love all people. So that's where a lot of people get it confused. So they may be able to receive blessings, right? But when you have the favor of God on your life, it's not such a... Okay, I put it to you like this. When God's favor has reigned over your life because you've chosen God, now you have a peace. That peace is like one of your biggest powers. It's really hard to explain, but it's one of your biggest powers. Even if you're broke, even if you're rich. See, the difference between favor and blessings is that blessings do not give you peace. Blessings do not sustain you. But see, when you walk under God, he give you more than a blessing. He'll give you favor and bless you. That's what the world don't understand. They never understand what it means to really walk in favor. They just don't get it. They'll be rich, filthy rich, and then go to jail. Filthy rich and get unalived. Filthy rich, depressed. Filthy rich, drained. You get what I'm saying? Because they don't have favor. They just have the blessing. So now, this is why I'm explaining, though. Either way it goes, I'm sorry, y'all. So now, that's the other half of just choosing God. But let me get to the peace part. Let me get to the it's coming together regardless part, right? Because now that you've found your purpose and you've chosen righteousness and you have favor, now you can rest in your faith. I just said all of that so that I can get y'all to understand that this leads up to you resting in faith. Because with the favor of God being on your life, eventually you're going to see, oh, God's hand has been moving for me. And you'll realize the favor. That favor is going to build your faith. Trust me. And eventually, you're going to be like this. Because this is what I did. I kid y'all not. Eventually, you're going to be like, hold on, wait. God been working it out. He's been working it out. See, I thought I was going through a storm, but the storm keep working out. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is what faith looks like. So now that you are realizing that you have favor and your faith is being built, and you're now relaxing in God, you can have peace, but it starts to fall into so many areas of your life. I'm going to try to think of some random examples on how faith has just started to lift and mold my life and my mind. So now, for example, even when it came to my homework, this is just the first example I could think of, y'all. But even when it came to my homework, I used to be like, okay, I got to get X amount of chapters done by X amount of time, and it can't be no less than this. It got to be this, that, and this, that, and this, and that. This is what I got to do. But see, I didn't realize that God has already included and he's already took into consideration that I'm going to need to rest. That I am not going to be a robot. He's already taken into consideration what you have on your plate. He's already took into consideration your mental health, where you're at mentally. He's took into your physical health. He took that into consideration. Everything about you, he's already took into consideration. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, like I said, it's so many people who believe, oh, I have to work to the bone. Oh, I have to figure it out. Oh, I have to rest when I'm rich. No, that mindset is for the world. That mindset is for people who hasn't chosen God. They don't have the favor to rest because they're not in the will of God. They're not walking out God's plan. So therefore, they got to make a plan for themselves. They got to stress themselves out. They got to try to make sure it works. But when you're in the plan of God, it's already going to work. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, don't forget them steps that I just told you. Now, when you find your purpose, when you choose God, when you walk in righteousness, when you gain favor, and then your faith is built. Don't forget all them steps, because they mandatory. Okay. So listen, that's the thing though. A lot of people, they wake up with a plan. Do y'all know that my faith has shown me that I need to stop planning? Like literally. I'm not saying that you don't be wise. No, you can operate in wisdom all throughout your day, every day. That doesn't mean that you've made a plan. That just means that you're choosing the right decisions, and when I say right decisions, I'm talking about the right behavior toward God. That's really what I'm talking about. It even says in the word of God that no man should say what he's going to do tomorrow. All he should say is that if the Lord is willing. And let me tell y'all, I ain't never applied that scripture to my life. But as I'm telling y'all this message right now, it actually applies to what faith has taught me on its own. And it just so happened to line up with his word. I kid y'all not. But I learned that because every day I was a person who really, really, really needed to know what was going to happen next. And I really, really, really needed to have a plan. That was me, because it made me feel safe. And I felt like I knew where I was going. That's how I felt. Not even realizing that all my control really wasted a lot of my years. Okay, that's really all control do. But see, let me tell y'all though. And then let me point this out right quick before I even move forward. For the people who still like control, you can become successful through your own control. If you want to follow your will, you can do that. And it can even work for you, quote unquote. But it doesn't mean that you didn't waste your life, destroy your life, and sacrifice your life. And when I say sacrifice your life, I'm saying when you get there and you find out that you never did what God called you to do. I don't know who this part is for, but when you find out that you never took that time to actually be like, okay, God, what is it that you placed me here to do? Because see, it's not until you even choose your purpose that you find yourself. You don't find yourself within your will. You literally find yourself in the will of God. And you got to choose God for him to even display and reveal his will for you. Oh my God. He's so full circle, you'll never figure it out on your own. He's going to make you ask him. Because if you don't ask him, that means you never grew the interest in your heart to grow close to him, to know him, to pursue him, and to love him eventually. I kid y'all not. That's really how it is. But either way it goes, I didn't mean to go there. So look, that was just a side note for whoever it's for. But listen, your faith is literally going to teach you to stop planning. And you literally will wake up and you'll be like, okay, God, I'm willing to give my all. I'm going to give my all. But when that all becomes a draining, it's time to rest. I don't know who this is for, but I literally learned this throughout this season. And I'm still blessed. I haven't lacked. I kid y'all not. Do you hear me? So believe me when I say that it is okay to rest. It is okay to say, God, you are a big enough God. I've done what I've done. Now I need you to cover me. You think he ain't gonna cover you? You don't even have to apologize for resting. He know that you need to rest. Now, what you don't want to do is just squander what he gives you, because that's a different mindset. When you just squandering what he gives you and etc., not being responsible with what it is he's giving you. I'm not even saying that God won't allow you to make a few mistakes with what he gives you, or a lot of mistakes with what he gives you. But I just want to highlight the difference between the two, because I know a lot of people, they will literally run themselves to a grave thinking that they have to be in control to get themselves somewhere that God already planned to take them. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because God is going to speak to you. He's going to reveal to you. And if you just relax and literally submit. See, faith is like submission. If you submit and you be like, God, you are who you said you are, he's going to be who he said he was. But you got to give him the opportunity to do that. And a lot of people, they don't. They be too busy trying to be the big human they are, that they never get to realize how much rest God actually called them to. They never get to see the consideration that God had for them. Like him actually just being like, I love you, you can relax. I love you, you can trust. I love you, give your all, but don't run yourself raggedy. I didn't call you to run yourself. What am I here for? Do you get what I'm saying? That's basically how God will look at it. Like, if I'm in the lead, if I'm leading you, but you're steady trying to lead yourself, what am I here for? And it's like this. You know what I noticed earlier today? It's something that's coming to me right now. I'm trying to figure out exactly how to word this. But hold on, I'm thinking, y'all. So, I can't remember it right now, but it was something I was just thinking about, because God revealed it to me earlier today. I can't remember. It was something about how... I can't remember it. I can't remember it right now. I'll remember it in a minute. Hi, my snuggle. I love her mom, y'all. I just love her mom. I can't even help it. But yeah, so either way it goes, God just nudged me, y'all. He was like, listen, I need you to get on here. Like, now that you doing it, now that I got... She hugging me, y'all. I'm sorry. Now that you doing it, now that you... Oh, thank you, baby. I love you too. Thank you so much. She just love her mom, guys. But yeah, he's like, now that you doing it, now that you actually experiencing what it is, I've been trying to get you to realize this whole time. He like, I need you to go on here and just tell my people how much I have called them to trust me. Tell them what the experience of trusting me really looks like. I ain't never thought I'd do this, y'all. I ain't never thought I was doing this. When I tell you, I was so... I'm going to say it again. I remember in one of my lives, I said I had worthless faith. And I really, really did. Because it was like, what was the point of me believing in God when I didn't believe he could do for me? I didn't believe he would do for me. I didn't even believe that he really called me to anything. You get what I'm saying? Worthless faith. It's like, I believe in you, God, but I don't believe in you, God. Like, I believe in you, but I don't believe in you. Get what I'm saying? Like, that's just worthless faith, yo. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Mommy love you too. Yes. Mommy oh, thank you. I love you so much too, pretty girl. You love your mom? I love you too. She's so funny. Like, why is she just smiling like that? Okay, y'all. But either way it goes, y'all, I love y'all so much. And I had to get on here and share that with y'all. I hope that it helps somebody. If you know anybody that's just like struggling with faith, please let them know. Let them know that they can rest. They can rest. Wherever God is taking you, he is going to get you there. And one thing too, God already know. I be telling him, I be like, Lord, I already know how you work. When you got something that's for a person, oh, you gonna have a way made. And if that way ain't made, I ain't going that way. Do you hear me? So it just is what it is. But yeah, y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next Mommy and Me God vlog video. And thank y'all to everybody that's been supporting me. And thank you to everybody that's been sending those, I can't remember what they call. I think they call it super thanks. The last time I called them super chats. And I was like, where did I get super chats from? And then I thought about it like, oh, super chats is, they call it super chats on like a different platform. And then I thought about that again. And I said, actually, they don't call them super chats nowhere. So I don't even know where I got that from. But either way it go. Thank you guys. And I love y'all so much. And I hope y'all have a great day. And I hope y'all prosper. Bye-bye.